Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
Whatever. Anyway, welcome back, friends.
Hello, everyone.
I haven't even looked at the note. I'm drinking water. I was drinking before. But then when I go into my ridiculous thing, I'll touch on why I'm drinking water. And then it'll make sense.
I actually just finished my water and forgot to go get more before we started recording, so now I just have nothing.
Okay, good. That works. Okay, so let me just tell my ridiculous story.
Okay.
So we went out. So I drank in the yard before, which I had one drink. I'm not drunk during this story. Okay. So then we go to Shake Shack to eat dinner. We come back. I'm fully prepared to get the kids in the bath. Alec was gonna prep chicken for tomorrow, get it marinated, cut it, whatever. I go upstairs. I go to open the legs to the baby tub, and my finger pinches
Oh no.
in between, and all of a sudden, immediately, blood starts pooling. So I think I'm gonna start gushing blood. No, it's under my skin. So now my
Oh,
finger,
I hate
I
that.
go to run it under the water because I think that it's bleeding, and then I realize that now it's under my skin. But
hmm
so now I'm trying to pop it kind of because I don't want it to be form a blood blister, but also it's pulsating. I can feel my heartbeat in my finger. That's how bad it hurt.
Yeah, no,
So
the like boop 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 boop, and now it's
yes,
horrible.
literally so bad. So now I'm Alex now getting the tub ready. And I'm in the bathroom with my hand under the sink and I'm trying to get the water, the water's cold. So I'm trying to ice it per se, but also I'm trying to kind of pop it at the same time. All of a sudden I feel my legs I'm gonna faint because this just hurts so bad and I don't know. It hurt so
I
freaking
can
bad. So
imagine.
now I'm going down. I'm going down. I run, seeing stars. I run into the baby's room. I sit in the rocking chair. So I'm okay. Like, Ads, can you go downstairs and get mommy a water on the counter if you can reach it? She goes, okay. She comes upstairs and Alec goes, no, don't bring that up here. And I'm no, I asked her to get it for me. She walks in with the remaining of my can of my mango margarita.
Girl's girl, through and through, really.
I said, I asked for water. She goes, no, but you need this.
This is why we're besties. This is it.
No, not only was it ridiculous that I slammed my
I mean,
finger.
it's a burst of sugar. She knows what you
It
need.
hurt. It hurt so bad, so bad. Anyway, and then I almost fainted, and now I'm drinking water, and this, and then she brought me in that margarita.
hmm
That's classic, honestly. So
She's so funny. She didn't want you to waste the margarita. She knew you didn't finish it. She
I
wanted you
know,
to
but at
finish
that
it.
point it was warm. I was over it.
I know. That's funny. Maybe she just couldn't reach the water and give her,
It is.
again, she knows margarita is the way to go.
She knew. She knew. Do you
Yeah.
have anything ridiculous that one of
I do. I'm gonna get this out of the way first. My ridiculous thing is I'm officially of the age
them?
where I'm now beefing it with the younger generation and be not, I mean, is that the right phrase? Not beefing it. I have beef with the younger generation. I'm officially of that age. So I want to go. I was contemplating not going into too much detail just in case there's someone from work that happens to listen to this, but I don't think there is. The interns.
We don't need to use names.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not using names. I'm not. The
Yeah.
interns started last week, okay? They always do an internship summer, right? So and the interns come into the office 2 to 3 days a week, right? So Tuesday I'm in the because my usual days are Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday I'm in the office. I'm sitting in my usual seat. They're young as ever, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, whatever, college age. And they're something's happening above me. They're introduced and they meet them. Nice to meet you. This, that, whatever. End of the day comes. I was gonna go home, and then a big group was at the elevator bank like when I was leaving, and like some of the interns were in that group, and so they were like, "Where are you going, Toni-ann?" I'm like, "I'm going home." They're like, "No, actually,
No, you're not.
you're coming for a drink." I'm like, "Okay." And I tell this to Jess all the time. Like people don't understand. Like they think I'm being dramatic or just a drunkard. I don't know, but like drinking is like a job requirement for me. Like you can't be in that situation with certain people in your corporate structure, and if they say you're coming for a drink, you can't say no. Like you just can't.
Toni-ann got invited to the Knicks game because she canceled plans with me to go to a happy hour.
Exactly. So we're not going to go into more detail there. But yeah, so like end of the day, it is what it is, right? Also, let's be fair. Our plans were recording the podcast. Okay. We weren't going anywhere.
I was just saying that, like,
Yeah.
you have to go because
Yeah.
things like this are can
You're
happen.
right. Exactly. So anyway, good night, whatever. Thursday, I come back in for my second day in the office. And I get into the office. I'm usually like the second or third person in the office. Like I get in at like 8:15. I'm usually pretty early because like that's before the buses like start getting too crowded. So I just like that's like my prime time. And one of the interns is sitting in my seat. And yes, corporate America post COVID, nobody really has assigned seats anymore. It's like hotel space, they call it, where it's just open desks. Unless you have like a name on the wall, like leading into a private office, like nobody's desks are reserved anymore. Like it's just like open space. But there's still the unwritten rule that like people that are typical in the office, like they sit in the same seat every day. Like it's understood, like this is so and so seat.
I also feel like this is like bus etiquette. Like if you're on that bus with the same people
Yeah,
every single morning,
yeah,
you know where those people are sitting.
right. Right. It's the same with like a lunchroom. Like there's no names in a lunchroom, but you know where to
Right,
sit.
you know where everybody's table
Yeah,
is.
right? So, second day that the interns have been in the office, well, really their third, my second day that they've been here, he's sitting in my seat. So I walk in and I still got my backpack on. I take off my AirPods and I'm like, "Oh, you're in my seat." And he goes, expecting a normal like 21-year-old to know that like respect your people that have been there longer
That's
and
your
be like, "Oh, I'm
elders.
so sorry, let me move. I didn't know you were going to be in the office today." And if I was being nice, I could have been the, "Oh, no, no, no," which I wouldn't have. I would have taken my seat. But, give me that opportunity. No. He goes, "Oh, well, yesterday I sat here and it's a really great view, so it's my new favorite spot."
It's
And I go,
so funny, and I know this story.
right? Like, and many things now come to mind on what the next response should have been back, right? It's the same like you're in the shower, you're thinking about fights, like what you should have said, right? Like in in my mind now, a perfect opportunity would have been to say like, "Yes, that's why I sit in that seat for the last year, so can you please move?" That would have been the good thing to say. Or, "Well, please understand that I'm in here every week and I always sit there. Can you please vacate?" Something like that, right? I was flabbergasted that this child had such entitlement that he didn't even offer to move. He doubled down on staying there, saying, "Well, it's a great seat, so I'm sitting here now." Flabbergasted. So I just
This is the problem, though. Like, should we be proud that like they're not people pleasers like us?
no,
But
no,
also,
because there's a difference between being a people pleaser and like being like common sense etiquette. Like there is a difference.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
Like you are 2 days into an internship.
Yeah, that is wild. It's
Someone
not like
who
he was a
has been
salaried.
here a
I
long
feel like if he was
time.
a salaried employee, it'd be like a totally different
Yeah.
situation.
So I didn't even know what to respond. I was so like that I ended up fucking sitting 2 seats over, not in the window. And he's lucky also that I was leaving second half of the day to go down to my client anyway. So I
What
was
time are we
in the
getting to
office.
work now this week?
So, well, we'll see what happens this week because when I left the office like around lunchtime to go down to my client, I was in an Uber with two of my coworkers because we were like meeting someone for lunch. And one of those people was an intern last year. Now he's full time. So I was explaining this. I was like, "Well, I was having a great day. I came in because this was Thursday, right? So Wednesday night, the next one, right? So I'm like, I came in. this morning on top of the world. Like the Knicks won. Like we were so happy. Like I expected everybody we were gonna chop it up about the Knicks all day in the office. And boom, I run into this and I'm like, and then I'm not having a good day. And the kid who was the intern last year was like, oh no, like I'm gonna talk to him. Like that doesn't fly. Like that is not cool. And I was like, oh, well, like I don't want to be like the Karen, like I don't want to make it a thing. And he's like, no, your name will not be it will not come from you at all. I'm gonna say this is the things I noticed, and you need to move your seat.
Right.
That's Toni-ann always sits there and she would never say it herself, but you need to move away from that seat. And I was like,
Okay.
okay, all right, great. So I don't know if I don't know if either of them were in the office Friday.
I also feel like when the seat thing was like mentioned to them, like, yes, we don't have assigned seats. However, people do work here and they do have desk that they sit in when they do come in. Like, you know what I mean? Like that should also be like a talking point because
oh no, well this is my
this
thought
is their
process.
first like experience in corporate America. Like they might be stupid enough to not know this.
I don't know. Here's the other thing about my job that gets a little sticky sometimes, without again naming names or going into too much detail. My company is a private company and very much likes keeping it in the family. So, as big of a company as it is, everyone is related to someone somehow. So, I don't want to also piss this kid off for him to like go to somebody that's like happens to be like, I know he's not related to like the CEO, but like, I don't want to piss anybody off. So, but again, I feel like anybody higher up would be like, well, why on your second day did you think you could just steal someone's seat? Like, I feel like anybody would say that to him.
Right.
So,
Hopefully.
my plan going into this on Tuesday, if my friend has not spoken to him yet, which I don't think he will because I don't think Fridays and Mondays the interns are in. I think they come in like Tuesday through Thursday. So, if I don't beat him there, I am going to say something. I am going to be like, listen, I wasn't in the office Thursday, so I didn't really like want to make it a thing, but I have sat there all year. I'm sorry, like, can you go to another
You
window
could sit
seat?
there on
Like,
Tuesday and Thursday when on Wednesday when I'm
I was
not
gonna
here.
say, I was like, I'm only in twice a week. Like, you could sit here Wednesdays. You could sit here. Although this Wednesday I might be in the office. Like, I might switch up my days this week because of like the Knicks. So like, either way, like I'm like, days I'm not in the office, like you can slide on over, but that's my seat. I'm sorry. Like, and if he wants to be petty and go to like the front desk man and be like, someone's trying to save seats that, yeah, you can go that route.
I can't. Like, this is what I'm thankful that one, I have an assigned desk, and two, I don't have to deal with this bullshit.
Well, because then I forgot who else was it. You? I was saying to somebody else, like, oh, just like leave like a name tag, like something of yours, like on the desk. And I'm like, no, they like take that stuff away. Like they don't allow it.
That's
I don't remember.
interesting.
Yeah, like
No, that wasn't me.
yeah, I don't remember. I mean,
But that's like, it is interesting that like I feel like my dad had a job like this, like where they kind of let, because a lot of them work from home and then they would go into the office like when they had like big meetings and things like
yeah.
that. And so like they did have desks, but I feel like they like shared like assigned desk. Like when he was in the office, like he had a specific place to go, but like other people also used that desk because they were never like in the office at the same
I
time.
have no
But
idea.
they
Maybe.
knew.
Yeah, like and again, that comes with hybrid. Like for all I know, this whole last year, somebody was sitting in my desk Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would have no idea
Right.
because every day it's wiped clean.
Right. And the
So
same thing if somebody came in
yeah,
and was like, hi, I've been sitting here for the last year. When you started last year, even though you're not an intern, you would be like, so sorry.
the very first day going into the office, that was one of my biggest anxieties as a new hire. And that was a full-time role hire that I was. I literally, I panicked and I like asked everyone around me, I'm like, does somebody usually sit here? Like, and again, I know I'm a people pleaser and this is my problem, but like, I was so scared to ever sit in somebody else's seat that I wasn't aware of. And I was a new employee. Like, if I told you I usually sit there and you saw me sit there 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's weird.
So I will be saying something to the kid on Tuesday if he doesn't have the sense to vacate on his own. I am going to be saying
Also, like
very
the fact that
nicely,
he's a
like,
guy makes me more pissed off because, like, if you were a bro, would he have moved for you? Like, not to pull the woman
right.
card, but
No, you're 100% right. 100% right. And I'm literally going to say it in a very nice way. Like I'm practicing right now. I'm gonna be like, listen, I didn't want to like make it a thing. I gave it to you on Thursday because I knew I wasn't gonna be in the office that long that day. But I sit there every day for the last year. Like that's my seat.
Move.
So do
Now.
you please mind the days that I'm in the office, which is the middle of the week, sit somewhere else.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And if at that point he says no, then what do you do? Then at that point, at least, I don't know.
I would sit right next to him and annoy the shit out of him all day long. I would be petty.
I mean, I left the desk between us. I sat in the same row as him that day.
No, I think I would like literally sit right next to him.
Well, because then the alternative is because then he was like, oh, there's other if he said like, oh, there's other window seats, then I'd be like, but
Yeah, well,
those are
you can
other
move
people's
them.
seats. Those are other people's seats.
Right.
You're a new employee. You don't just get a window seat. Welcome to New York, baby.
We could go on about this
Okay.
for a whole
That's
40
it.
minutes.
That's it.
Anyway, that's Toni-ann's woes
Sweating.
with
I'm
work.
sweating from that re-encounter.
In pop culture news, um, Tay Tay came out with a new song, and I haven't even listened to it fully, but like, I just don't, I think I want to wait until I hear it in the movie before I actually listen to it. Is that weird?
No, you gotta listen to it in context. That's how
Like,
you
I think I
like
need the
it.
full context of it to like figure out if I'm gonna like it or not. So I just want to like, I know I'm going to see Toy Story
In
5.
my
Just
brain,
gonna
it's
wait
like the
to see it.
follow-up to like the sad song in Toy Story 2. Like, but it's
Right.
like nicer. Like it is, it's more
Well,
upbeat.
that's what I was expecting it to be. Like, I figured it was
Yeah.
gonna be like the Sarah McLachlan song, but
Like, is
like,
it about what like we don't know the context yet? Is it about like Jesse and Buzz? Like we don't know.
we don't know. And
Mhm.
that's why I think I'd rather wait for it in the
I'm
movie.
also laughing. I've been seeing a lot of memes now that like they're comparing Jesse and Buzz to like Taylor and Travis because they're like similar personalities.
That's actually hilarious.
I kind
You're
of
not
see
wrong.
it. Yeah.
Also, do we believe that they're actually getting married at MSG?
Absolutely. I was just going to bring that up. Ridiculous news indeed. Absolutely not. Fake news. That wouldn't make any sense. Like, yeah, I get it.
I
They're maybe inviting a lot of people. Like, they have no connection to MSG
People
whatsoever.
were saying that like because you can drive like the guest can literally drive in and there's no windows from the outside. That was why. But I feel like there's plenty of
There's
like
plenty of places like that.
my wedding venue didn't have windows on the
Yeah.
outside and it wasn't MSG.
Any place that has an attached parking garage, you can say that.
Right. So I just think like see I can't see that like happening. Like I just can't.
No. Why the woman spends her whole life in arenas. Why would she get married in one? It makes no
That's
sense.
what I was also thinking. Like,
Like, is she just making another like set decoration? Like, what do you
yeah,
it's
like
a
it
wedding.
doesn't. Yeah, I thought it didn't make sense either. I mean, listen, if it winds up happening, I guess we
I
will.
understand that people the only thing that makes sense, if it were to be true, which I don't believe, is that they can put the security measures in place they want to make sure it's not interrupted.
We also
But it's still
still am
gonna
not totally
I'm,
convinced that they're not getting married next week.
I'm also still just or convinced they're already married. I just can't. Who knows?
Me and my mom were talking about how like Kylie Kelsey is literally the perfect in-law for her because like Kylie does not like give anything like
Right.
and she like straight up will be like shut up, don't ask me that. Like and I just love that she's gonna
Right.
have somebody that like treats her like a normal person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she's on the inside was like internally screaming like the rest of us and every other 30-year-old out there, like, oh my God, like what's
Yeah.
happening? Like, what is my life? But also like gonna treat her like a human being. Cause like
Yeah.
she doesn't want to be treated differently for who she's married to.
And honestly, like the more just it's really this wedding hubbubaloo is really just bringing out all the people that don't know anything about the way celebrities in general operate, but especially Taylor Swift. Like I saw another article that's like we've asked all around every bridal shop in St. Louis, in Nashville, Kansas City, New York. No one has had Taylor Swift for a wedding dress. I'm like, this bitch had Stella McCartney sitting in her living room sketching out a dress. You think she went to a boutique? You think she went to Kleinfeld's? Like, do you know anything about her? Like,
The girl probably called Panina Tournay and said, "Hi, can you
yeah.
come to my house?"
See, I would think it's gonna be a Stella McCartney dress since she's so like
No,
close with her.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
But yeah, anyone would be on standby for her. Like, she doesn't need to go to a stylist in a storefront to get a
right.
wedding dress.
Unless she said to Randy, "I would like to be on Say Yes to the Dress, Randy," and then they closed down Kleinfeld for her and
Reopen the
non-disclosure,
show because the show doesn't exist anymore.
right? That too, and then like also, like signed all the NDAs in the world.
So stupid. And just let the woman get married, man. Like, stay out of it. Ugh.
I just
I
don't
never understood
understand
the
like why
obsession.
everyone's so obsessed with like
Someone else's wedding. That's
well,
so
just these
weird.
like like. Do you have anything better to do with your time? Like
Yeah. And listen, I was one of the people that like when like William and Kate got married, like, yeah, I woke up and watched the wedding, but they
that's
chose to
different.
televise it. Like they
You knew
want you to tune
right.
in.
You also knew the details. Like
Yeah.
they were telling you when the wedding was. It wasn't
Yeah.
like you were sitting here trying
They
to figure out
wanted you to
where
tune
it was
in.
gonna be. Yeah, like
Right.
shut up. Like I get really over people like quickly these days.
Same.
Um.
Absolutely
Anyway,
same. Um, all right. And then do we have any
why are you hating
non
on Mary?
well, I was gonna say, do we have any non-sports related things left anymore?
No, we have the Knicks. That's all we
Okay.
have. They're the only thing that's happening in our brains.
So
Okay.
really. And of course, Jess, in her typical
Nope, we're not talking about it. We're not
okay,
talking about it. We're
okay,
recording. Don't talk about it.
okay, fine. Knock on wood. Okay, so Friday was game 2. Okay. And because it was a Friday, and because it's a summer Friday, which that means everybody gets out of work early and whatever, I decided to go into the city to watch the game. So because Mary reached out to me, Kate and their friend Gina that we went to Napa with, they were all wanting to go out for the game. I'm like, great. The Upper East Side bars are always so much fun. Lovely. Well, we decided this on Thursday. Didn't really have a lot of foresight planning involved. Realized that there's not any bars that have any kind of reservations left. Like you're shit out of luck for getting any kind of butt seat under your butt in any of these bars. Like good luck even maybe getting standing room at the really popular ones. Like right? And because it was a summer Friday, like the game's not till
Everyone had the
8:30,
same idea to
obviously.
go at 3 p.m.
Well, yeah, because like obviously the game's not till 8:30, which sucks for us old people, but like we get it, national television, whatever. But usually I would think, okay, that means you could probably show up to the bar around like 7:30. No, it's a summer Friday, but he was in a bar at 4:30 drinking already. So by the time I got into the city at 6, Mary's like, why don't you just take the train like towards me, and then like we'll start at a bar we want to go to and just pop around until we find one. Okay. Well, we had to walk. We went to like 3, 4 bars that obviously had no tables, no reservations, no high tops, no nothing. It was standing room only, and all the bar stools are already taken.
Right.
So we were like, okay, on to the next one. Same thing. As we're strolling past one, it was called the Spotted Dog. And it was pretty empty inside. And it was a normal looking like New York bar from the outside. Like it had like those like wide open windows like that, like open like that, like almost not a garage, but like the other way. And
No,
they
like
had
the
like the
ones that like
ledge,
fold into
right? And
each
like from
other.
the inside, you could sit
Yeah.
in the window kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So they had like 2 of those big windows. They definitely had at least 4 TVs by the bar. And there was touch tunes going. And I'm like, okay, what's wrong with this place? You walk in. Also, remember this was like a 90-degree, very hot day. Walk in. The air conditioning was 100% broken. It was not cool in there, like at all. So, and
Why the windows were probably open, not keeping the air in.
obviously why the doors and the windows were open, right? But like, I'm like looking up at the AC. It's like not even plugged in. So I'm like, is it really not working? Has it not worked in years, or are they just being cheap and don't want to put the AC on? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they're just hoping that when the sun goes down, a nice breeze will come in and whatever. And so, whatever. So, we go inside. It's a weird vibe off the bat, okay? And this is just me and Mary at the time, because Gina and her sister because Gina lives up in like the 80s. So, like, she was starting up there and doing the same thing. And like, we'd eventually meet in the middle. We were in like the 50s or 60s. and Kate was coming from Jersey City. So like we were all gonna like meet up. So Mary and I walk into this bar, and the vibes were weird. There was like 5 or 6 people in Knicks attire sitting at the bar, and they look like they haven't been there that long. And I'm like, okay, but I just like thought it was weird. There was like 3 open bar seats, and like the rest of the bar was like empty. And I was just like, okay. You peek back, there's a big back. It's bigger than it looks from the front. There's a pool table in the middle of the back, and then looks like there's some kind of like backyard patio outside with a big TV too.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. But then I turned to the corner of where that pool table was, and in the corner booth is a woman just completely passed out asleep. I literally was like I was like, is she okay? I didn't know. Like, mind you, this is like 6 p.m. Okay. Like, what is going on here? It was a little sketchy, okay? Dive bar, for sure. So Mary and I are like, are the girls gonna like this vibe when they come here and meet us? But to be fair, there was no other bar that we were gonna be able to go to that didn't have seats. Like, otherwise we would have to be standing. And so I was like trying to be like positive. I was like, I think we're going to make the scene. Like, and as the game gets closer to starting, everyone's going to do what we did. They're going to just keep going bar to bar looking for spots. And eventually it's going to turn 8:30. The game's going to start, and people are just going to file in with this room. They're not going to care because they just want to watch the game. So it's going to be a vibe no matter where you are, right? So she's like, okay. So we ended up opting for, we got the corner that was by the windows, the corner of the bar that also had the windows. So we had like 6 bar stools like reserved in the corner for us. And then we had the airflow from the windows come in, right?
Okay.
So, okay, I think this is going to be good. They didn't have a kitchen, obviously. So we immediately put in a DoorDash order for a pizza like 3 blocks down, right? Like we're like, let's get the food going. Because they let you bring food in.
We had this talking point about DoorDash.
What?
I realized the other night that we went to college without having DoorDash. Like,
No.
I know, but like we only had limited options, and now the options are endless. It's unfair.
Well, we had the same amount of options, but we just had to call them directly and hope they had
No,
delivery drivers.
No, we could not get McDonald's and Wendy's and Taco Bell delivered. We could only get Chinese and Domino's and pizza.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, I am right. Anyway, keep going.
No, good point. So anyway, you know, we're nervous that we're not gonna be able to hold all these seats. People are gonna want to sit in them, right? So we're like calling Kate. We're like, are you almost here? Like, where are you at? Like, we need more butts. We need more bags. Like, we need everything, right? So anyway, she gets there. She also looks around. She's like, shouldn't it be more crowded? We're like, it's fine. It's fine. This one bartender, she wasn't even there when we first walked in. There was nobody behind the bar when we walked in.
The bartender was passed out in the corner.
I literally said to Mary, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's our bartender. She's like, no, that can't be that. No way. How do these people get drinks? I'm like, for all we know, they went behind the bar and got them themselves. Like, I have no idea. Sure enough, like 10 minutes later, a girl in a Knicks jersey came out. It wasn't the girl passed out in the corner, but this girl, bless her heart, because she was very nice all night. But I have to say, she was drunk or high AF as well. Okay, like no way was she sober. Okay, so she takes our orders. We're going with Sun Cruisers all night. Like, okay, whatever. Then it gets closer to game time. Jeannie comes, her sister comes, another one of their friends come, and the bar does get more. You could see more and more people like come in, look around, not really like it, leave, and then they came back like 10 minutes later. Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly what happened. So I'm like, I'm telling you, and we're in the window. So I'm like, we're the advertisement for this place. Like they're going to see us having a good time and they're going to want to come in. Like, we're like the free advertising, basically. I'm that confident in my vibes ability. Okay. Like there's little things I brag. There's very little things I brag about myself with. I'm usually very self-deprecating, but I am very good at setting vibes.
Number one self-deprecator, yes.
Yeah.
Toni-ann.
What?
I said you are the number one self-deprecator.
Yeah. So I will give myself props, like, especially when it comes to watching sports. I am like a vibe setter. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, the game is about to start. It's now like 8:00. And I verified when the bartender finally came back and it was still not busy. I said to her, I go, I just want to confirm you guys are going to have the sound on for the game. She's like, oh yeah, of course. I'm like, okay, great. Because there was like 3 four TVs in the main bar area. There was more in the back, before in the main area where we could have saw, but there was one like tilted right at us in the corner. So that was like our TV, right? So as long as there's game sound, great. Now it's like 8:15. The bar is now like full. Not like on top of each other full, but like full. Like it looks like a normal bar now. Eventually that girl does get out of that booth and she did go behind the bar. So I think she was another bartender. But she didn't stick around. She ended up leaving. So maybe she was the day shift. I don't know.
Love that for her.
I don't know.
Sleeping on the job.
And then there was one guy who was like the bouncer. Kate was so annoyed by him. He kept like going outside and Kate had like her phone on the table that's like by the window. And he would keep coming by and being like, anybody could take this. Anybody could take this. And she's like, the only one taking it is you. Can you stop? Like she was like getting so annoyed. You're the only one that's tried to take it.
Sorry.
Finally, like it's almost national anthem time. Still no game sound. And all of a sudden I hear like four other people go, like, where's the sound? And the girl's like, okay. She puts one of the TVs up to volume 100 and that's it. And I'm like, so I call her over. I go, that's not the game sound you're talking about, right? She goes, she bless her heart, she did feel bad. She was like, no, we do have like, because the touch tunes were still playing too. I'm like, she's like, we have a remote that like you play the music, you play the TV through the touch tunes. But the problem is the owner of the bar is on his way and that remote's in his car. Mind you, there's a Knicks game about to start. We are in Manhattan. How quick do you think this man is driving? How fast? Okay. So now I'm sweating. Now I'm sweating on this woman's behalf because there will be a riot if we can't hear this TV, right? Sure enough, the game does start. And for the first, I want to say 10 minutes, we only had the volume 100 TV.
That's better than the last 10 minutes. Let's be real.
Right, exactly. And she promised he's on his way. He's confirmed he's on his way. Okay, great. In between this all, I'm getting a lot of compliments already.
Also, the owner probably was like, who came to watch the game in our bar?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, how unprepared are you? Like, the one day, like, I get it that I could tell that normally this bar is probably very empty and you maybe have like 3 regulars that I don't even know how they're still open. But the Knicks are in the finals. Like, you're a bar in Manhattan, you're going to be full.
Right.
Especially that there's a lot of popular bars around that area. So you have to expect the overfill.
Right.
Like, you just have to. I can't. And there was a game before this. So, like, this should be this is game 2. You should already know. What are you doing? So anyway, the game starts. We can't hear it that well, but it's okay. People are still watching. I'm already getting a million compliments from both strangers and friends around me about how I should have brought, Kate and Mary said I should have brought my tiny mic because the commentary that I give for these games is 10 out of 10. I'm like, I know. I can't help it. I'm just so good at giving commentary. I should have.
We might have to split them up.
I know. Like, because I'm not going to talk Jinx, but game 4. Okay. So anyway, as we're getting more into the game, finally the owner arrives. He puts the sound on how it's supposed to be on. Everybody cheers. Everybody claps. Now we're trying to get more rounds of drinks, right? He, I think, is also drunk. I think this whole staff was drunk. Okay. Which explains why it took him so long to get there. He comes over, he introduces himself to us because we're sitting at the bar. Hey, I'm Rob, I'm the owner. Great to meet you. Okay, great. Kate's like, can we get another round of Sun Cruisers? He goes, sure, but do you mind waiting a few minutes? I got to get more. We're like, okay. Like,
do they not have a bar back at this point?
No, there was a guy kind of acting like a bar back, but he was also serving drinks. He was also drinking drinks. So I don't know. Okay, so we're like, okay, that's fine. So then a few minutes go by. He comes out with the box of the 4-pack of Sun Cruisers and gives them and just hands them over to us. He goes, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Like, they're not that. Well, he goes, they're not that cold. They're not cold. Do you want something else instead? And Kate's like, how about just some cups of ice? He's like, oh my God, what a great idea. Like, it was the most novel idea on the concept of all human beings. Like Kate just solved the cure to cancer. Like she literally was like, can we just get some ice in cups? And he was like, oh my God, yeah. Oh, great idea. Of course. Uh, Okay. So I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna pee my pants, and this is not even that funny, but it's
I don't even know, like, we were saying, like, are we the only people in this bar drinking Sun Cruisers? Because I feel like every time we ask for a round, he said it's going to be a couple minutes, and then he comes back and they're not cold. Like, every time we order Sun Cruisers, I'm picturing him running out the back, going to the liquor store down the street, buying them, and coming back. Like, I don't know what's going on. So, just very interesting, right? Then halfway through the game, halftime, duh, halfway through the game, halftime comes, right? Everybody's feeling good. It's a close game. Mary's like, let's do some shots. I turned to her and go, I don't trust anybody behind that bar to make a shot at all. She's like, lemon drop or green tea. Like, they can't mess that up. I'm like, I feel like if anybody's gonna mess that up, it'd be these people. Right? But I'm like, so Kate goes, don't worry about it, I got it. So she's like, Rob, come here. He comes over. She's like, Rob, how are you at making green tea shots? Not may we have some. Literally,
she's
like,
interviewing the owner of
are
the
you
bar.
able to make these? And he's like, my green tea shots are pretty good. So I go, you know what's in them, right? And he looks at me, he's like, yeah. Honestly, the yeah was maybe 60% confidence. Okay. I'm like, so just because I needed something to go right today, I was like, all right, yeah, Jameson peach schnapps, like a touch of club soda. Like that's literally it. He's like, yeah. Or lime juice. Yeah. That's what yes, exactly. Okay. Makes them. We take them. They were fine. They were green tea shots. They were fine.
Good.
But like just the fact that how unsure we were, like says it all. And then of course a follow-up round of Sun Cruisers. Then he comes back 5 minutes later. I have some Sun Cruisers, some Surfsides. Is that okay? They're the same exact fucking flavors, Rob. Just hand them out. Just hand them out. And I actually prefer Surfsides, so thank you. Yes, I will take the Surfsides. With ice, please. Like my God. Anyway, the game was electric. We were in between.
These are the kind of employees that I would lose my like. I'm laughing because I'm not working with them.
But I mean, he's the owner. Like, have some respect for yourself. You run a bar in this is, I guess, Turtle Bay area. Like,
City.
what are you doing in New York City? The Knicks are in the finals. Yeah, this is game time. Get it together. Like,
Get it
I
together.
wanted to run the ship in there. I'd be like,
Hold on, we need to start a new meeting.
Okay.
Hold on, before you
Good,
get
because I have more notes. So, okay, we're back. I'm still on my roll. So also, this bar didn't have fridges underneath the bar like a normal bar. So they had like one of those like troughs full of ice for the beers in the cans. And then they must have realized, we're going through drinks quicker than expected, hence why none of the drinks were cold. So they started using the sink as a cooler as well.
That's so against health code.
I know.
But
I know.
also, when did this establishment open?
I haven't done the research. I'm gonna have to look.
I'm
But
about to look right now.
I know. It like I said, from the outside looks perfectly nice. They just were wildly unprepared. And I don't want to blow up their spot too much because like now maybe it's a hidden gem. Like I don't know. Now
It's on
not a gem.
first.
Huh? It's
You
on
said
first,
so-
yeah. Yeah.
It has 3.9 out of 5 stars
Yeah,
on
not great. Not great.
19 reviews.
Is the first one like drunk bartenders?
No.
We didn't look at the reviews. We couldn't afford to look at the reviews. We needed a spot to watch the game.
There are 2 terrible reviews.
Well, yeah.
Cracking up. This is hilarious.
I mean, for everybody that like watches a lot of TV and movies like we do, and you're pop culture queens, like picture like that movie where you run out of gas on the side of the road, and the only place in town is like this weird roadside bar, and there's like somebody missing a tooth, and there's somebody behind the bar that looks like he's cracked out. Like that was the New York City version of this, essentially. Like, so anyway, long story short, it ends up being a great time, a lot of funny things. between all of this, also, I guess because I'm pop culture me or whatever I am, anytime a question came up during the game, they were like, Toni-ann, look that up. I'm like, does nobody else have Google? Am I the only one like researching things? Like, and here I am like an idiot, like researching things, right? So one of the things that popped up that I had in my that I had in the notes was did you notice there's one point in the broadcast where they showed that there was a section of Spurs fans, like the Jackals?
Yeah, which it made me even more confused on
Yeah.
what the fuck a spur actually is.
Okay. Well, we know what a spur is. You're the only one that still doesn't know what a spur is.
No, all I think about is bone spurs. Like, what is a spur?
The spur is like the metal thing on the side of the boot that you kick the horse with. The cowboy boots. They have like the little spindle thing that you kick the horses with to make
That's
them.
what that's called, a
That's a
spur.
spur. You spur them on.
Oh, okay.
You know that expression?
Nope.
That's where the expression comes from.
Again, only heard the word spur used when it is a bone spur.
So anyway, I'm looking up things like this. We noticed that like there's a group of Spurs fans, the Jackals or something like that.
Yeah, I
And
did see that though.
and everyone around me starts saying like, but like Jackals, like I don't think there's any Jackals in Texas. Like Jackals are like, and somebody's like, what is Jackals? It's like they're like dingoes, they're like coyotes, they're like some kind of like wild dog.
Wild dog. Yes.
Yeah. So I Google. There's no jackals that are local to Texas, not even like the United States. Like there's like no American jackal really. Like the closest thing is a coyote. So
Okay.
then we're looking up more and more
But
like
their mascot looks like a coyote.
so apparently their mascot's jackal.
Oh.
It makes no fucking sense.
None of it makes sense. I told you that the other day. That's why I was like, wait, what's a spur?
Yeah.
Like, why is this guy dressed as whatever? Like,
Yeah. And then like wait, Spurs Jackals. I didn't save it. I should. Oh no, you know what? Kate made me take a screenshot of it. I did save it. So it said that that Wembenyama
mhm.
selected that group and gave them the name so the Spurs mascot is a coyote. So
Okay.
Wemby named them the Jackals because that's the European cousin of the coyote. This is so dumb. He wanted to recreate the rowdy atmosphere of European soccer games like his native France. So he held auditions and selected the members of this group himself. Wemby, I'm talking about. He
This
even
is
gave the
insane.
group's captains their first ever PowerPoint presentation detailing his vision. Members have to pay a yearly membership, stand and chant for all 48 minutes, and attend at least 75% of home games. Like there's a requirement. They
That's
adapt
crazy.
classic European soccer songs and Spanish language cheers for the Spurs players.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, like, that's like literally player organized. Like, that's so weird to me.
I mean, kind of cool.
But all in
Yeah,
all, stupid name, the Jackals. Like, I
yeah,
hate
it's
it.
a stupid name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It was
like, 'cause they
so
have
strange.
their own little fan base and they get to like be friends with the players, it seems, because they're getting a list of requirements from them specifically.
Yeah, very strange. But I was just looking up a lot of things.
The nuns, they have nuns.
The nuns, yeah. Which okay, like go cool for the nuns, like whatever. They didn't really bring them a lot of luck, but who cares? And yeah, and the only other thing I had that
We
note,
can get nuns too.
yeah, we had the Pope bless us.
But we have nuns in the city. Go to St. Pat's, get the
I
nuns.
wore a hat today and I gave myself hat hair.
That is so delayed that we've been recording for.
But have you not seen me like fixated on it? I've been like fixated.
No, I haven't. Anyway.
I was wearing my New York or Nowhere hat at the pier today.
So,
but yeah,
anyway,
so
back to the game.
Yeah, so anyway, back to the game. What a great game. The only other note I put in there was about Mary, about how she's 80 and still gets email newsletters about like breaking news. I don't remember what the breaking news was about. I think it was like some kind of pop culture news. And Kate was the one that made the comment, like, what are you, 80? You still get newsletters? That's how you get your news. And we just laughed about it and I put it in the note and then I forgot what the news was. But yeah. But overall, great game.
Was sweating the whole game. I was just like so
stressful.
The physicality of this game was just out of control.
Oh
First of all,
the refs wanted them to win so bad.
Beat up. What were the refs doing? Mitchell Robinson's technical got rescinded. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Meanwhile, okay, so like if we lost by somebody was like, so if we lost by a point, were you gonna still take like were you gonna take that point away? Like what were you gonna
No,
do?
they wouldn't have rescinded the tech if they lost.
Right. And then they were
Yeah.
also somebody in the comments also was like, so is Brunson's hair foul gonna get rescinded also? Because that was absurd. The man literally got beat up, got thrown to the ground, like he was in like a physical altercation, and they didn't call a foul. But meanwhile, and also, the flagrant foul on Josh Hart was also pretty questionable because, yes, he did trip the guy, but like, also, I took it as he was like on the floor because he got tripped up, and then he was like, yo, where's my foul? And like, I feel like when he went to push himself up, like, that's when he tripped him,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
his hand definitely lingered there for
He
too
definitely
long.
went like that with it. That was intentional for sure. He was like, if I'm on the ground, you're about to be on the ground too. That's what that was.
So I don't know. It was just crazy. It was
Yeah, it was.
absolutely crazy.
But
Also, my brother and my sister are like really pissed that I'm like into basketball. Like they were like
your
abusing
brother,
me.
I feel like his Instagram stories about bandwagon fans are personally directed at us, and I don't like it.
No, I think they're directed at more people than us, but they're probably directed at us as well. But this is my thing. He makes it like one, we have been watching them for the past 3 seasons. We
Yeah,
are aware that we were not here for the long haul. We're not saying we were. One
right.
and two, like last night they were ragging on me because they were like, Jessica, you complain about basketball because you're like, I don't like this squeaking of their shoes.
I
Excuse me,
don't.
I'm sorry that I'm medicated now and it doesn't stimulate me as much as it once did. It's still very overstimulating. I still don't like the sound of their shoes, but now I
That's a
can
very common basketball complaint. You're not the only one that
now
says that.
now I can deal with it. It used to make me want to like vomit and like
Yeah,
literally scream, and I couldn't do it. So you know what? Um, thank you, Prozac.
yeah.
Now I
But
can
like
watch
that's a very
basketball.
common basketball complaint. Like
I
I feel the
know.
same way. It's annoying. But you watch it in a loud bar and you
They're
can't
also
really hear the
like,
squeaking.
and then like my mom, and then I was like complaining to this about, I was like complaining to my mom. I was like, they're so mean to me. Like, why can't they just like get over it that like I'm enjoying watching it? Like I can change. And she was like, yeah, they were also yelling that you were a Lakers fan. I was like, I was a Lakers fan because Shaq and Kobe were on the Lakers, and Aaron Carter was a Lakers fan, and I was obsessed with Aaron Carter.
And
I'm like,
that's
that
how
was
I beat Shaq.
literally, boom. I put it in the hoop like slam. Heard the crowd screaming out, jam.
Do you think that Shaq listens to that song?
Shaq definitely loves that song. He was in the music video. Of
I
course
know
he
he
loves it.
was. I know he was.
Anyway, that was like second grade. Like, can we just like stop? I don't understand why I need to be responsible as as 34-year-old of what I did when I was 7. Like, why are we?
Don't you find it crazy how I mean I know we were both millennial girls born in the same year, but like don't you find it crazy that before we even knew each other we had like the same like childhood crush and everything?
Yeah, no. I mean, it is pretty common, but no, we do have very many similarities in our.
Yeah. Like we had the same childhood crush and then we both loved David Wright. Like we just two peas in a pod.
This is why. This is why our friendship thrived all these
Yeah,
years.
really. Even before we knew each
Um,
other.
So anyway, so I'm dealing with this abuse. Also, I told my mom and my sister that I was getting this tattooed behind my ear.
No, you're not.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
allowing that.
I'm not. But like I saw on the news that everybody's getting their
Yeah.
Knicks tattoos, and I was like, oh, it's starting. And then I would never get a Knicks tattoo because again, I'm not whatever. So I was like being funny, and I was like, but then I was like, where can I put this to make this believable? So I just said I was gonna do it behind my ear because I felt like it was like what like like that's where it could go. And my mom and my sister were like, absolutely not. Like, no, you're not. Like, they thought that I was so serious. I'm like, guys, I'm not serious.
Imagine though.
No, and then I did like that round two, and my brother was like, see, this is why you pissed me off. It just goes off the rails.
Whatever. We're bandwagoners, but like of 3 years ago, not of now.
Right. Like, we, I
We put
watched
the
them.
time in
I
recently.
watched regular season games this year, and I will not sit here and like post on my story like 27 times after they win because I'm aware. I'm
I mean,
aware.
I'm gonna post a few times.
I will post if something is funny and about Mitchell Robinson, I'll post it.
Gotta rep the
But
koala.
But
We could get koala bear tattoos. Not that I have any tattoos or have a desire to get one, but that would be a cute one.
I get a koala from it. Yeah,
With
I
the
don't
with
know.
the pinky
Anyway,
brace.
I just, yeah, they're
Oh my
just
God,
like
the bar watching him, he made 3 out of his 4 foul shots the other
so many
night.
foul shots.
And the
Also,
whole crowd
while
was
he was
going
shooting foul
wild.
shots, like, and the reason why I love Mitchell Robinson is because I was the worst foul shot. I was the worst free throw shooter in the world. Actually, I was the worst basketball player in the world. Also, why I have a vengeance against basketball because I just was not good at it. So anyway, I like texted all my friends in like my group chat. We all played rec basketball together. I was like, guys, like I really just love when Mitchell Robinson makes a free throw because it's like I'm making a free throw. I'm like, it's like that one time in
Yeah.
that literal one game where I really needed to make the free throw and I made it. Like I
Yeah.
was Mitch Robinson in that scenario. And like every time he makes one, it reminds me of that time that I succeeded.
Why doesn't he just try underhands? Like the kid in Running Point. He should do that.
I don't know. I mean, I think the pinky brace is helping,
I think the
but I
pinky
don't
brace is
know.
helping. It's like a little outlier. It, like won't let him like shoot sideways. Like it makes it go straight.
Right, like
It's
I
more
no,
just
I
the fact
also
that he
think that it's
darts
like a
it
help. I think it's also like helping his like his
hard.
form,
Yeah.
like his hand is not like straight on the ball. Like I don't.
He literally throws line drives at it. Like
I
it's
also found out that he didn't start playing basketball until like he was in like high school or middle school.
I mean, he's so tall he had no choice.
Well, that is apparently why he started playing.
Yeah, he must have
To
sprouted
quote
up.
the video I watched, his legs grew when he was like a baby giraffe, according to his grandmother.
No. But now
Yeah,
he's a koala.
yeah, now he's a koala. Anyway.
So the Knicks are doing great.
So obviously we're still obsessed with the Knicks. We
Mhm.
are still obsessed with off campus. My 3-year-old's new favorite song is "Bed on Fire," by the way.
Good thing she doesn't know context.
It's fine. It's fine. She just really likes the part. I'm not gonna sacrifice my music for her.
Yeah.
So my mom, on the other hand, was like, "Great. So last year's song of the summer was Pink Pony Club, and this year's is Bed on Fire." Got it. I said, "Well, mom, it could be worse. It could be the thong song."
Yeah. That's what we were singing. We were singing the call, the thong
Actually, I
song.
wasn't allowed to listen to the
What would you do?
Gerard put his foot down for the thongs.
Not thong, 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 thong.
Yeah, he would not let us listen to it.
Also, like boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. I was jamming
Right.
out to that when I was her
We had a
age.
lot of not good songs too. So it's fine.
That was literally the theme song of an amusement park, of a theme park.
Right.
The Six Flags song. Granted, the music there was no words to that one, but
No.
still.
Yeah, I was like, it was the Venga Boys. Was
Oh, you're right. It's not
uh
even the same song.
no, it's I mean it's the same people who sing it, but it was
Right.
the bus. The Venga Boys are coming. Everybody jumping.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
That
I got
one.
the songs mixed up. Same vibe
Anyway,
because it's the same.
it is the
But
same
yeah,
vibe.
so we found a very interesting spot to watch game 2. It ended up being hilarious. I knew it would be a great podcast story the minute this is like I said that to Mary. I was like, if anything, it'll make great content. And I think it did. And yeah, and I do regret not at least having one tiny mic because I think I could have got some good content for the rest of these.
That like if you plan on going out on Wednesday, I might have to give you a tiny mic.
Yeah.
Do an exchange somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow I just plan on watching from home
Right, same.
because it's a Monday. It's a little too much. And also like that it's bad enough like that I'm old enough now where going out like takes me out. Like I ended up staying at Mary's overnight because it was just like too crazy. I wasn't gonna bother going back through Midtown to get home like at 12:30. It was
First
like
of all, it was just a
craziness.
swarm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not that I was going near MSG, but like either way, I just didn't want to like bother getting back to Port Authority and like doing all that. And Kate was staying over Mary, so I was like, all right, I'll just sleep on Mary's couch. It's fine. And then like we went back to Jersey in the morning. I was so hungover. Yesterday I came home and I slept like all day. It was like so bad. And I'm like, I don't know how I used to do this. And I think the watching the game, it added to the tiredness because like like your heart, like you're such adrenaline like the whole time, especially like the end of that game, like it all came down to one shot. Like it was just like it's a lot of stress. And that makes you feel even more hungover, but it's really like it's like a energy hangover.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just like I'm just like if tomorrow's Monday, I'm barely recovered from Friday. I'm like I gotta just stay at home. And plus I feel bad for my neighbors. Like they got a good reprieve me being out on Friday because I know on Wednesday I was being loud and I'm gonna be loud again tomorrow. Just
Mhm.
myself watching. So
Listen, if anything, the Knicks are bringing us all together.
yeah, well, I was like they can't be complaining about what I'm cheering about. Like,
Right.
and if they're Spurs fans, even more reason.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
who's living above me is a Spurs fan, but you never know.
All right.
Anything
Anyhow,
else on your? I actually did watch the Mets game today for the first time in forever.
we
And
watched
they
part of it,
won.
but then we were in the yard and they did win,
They did
which
win.
is
The young
amazing.
kids seem to be doing pretty well. Um, Carson
Benj.
Benj. He had like a 5 for 5 day or something like
Yeah, and
that.
that AJ, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I don't
So
even know his last name. He plays center
Ewing,
field. Yeah.
like Patrick Ewing, who was a Nick. We know these things. Um, that was for you, Lewis. They knew it. Yeah, they had a good game. So whatever. They're doing whatever they're doing. We don't got to pay attention to them for another week or so. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care. And that's that. I'm counting down. I'm just we're on nephew watch, waiting for him to arrive.
Mm,
So that's exciting.
exciting.
And that's all we got.
That's it.
Nothing else to
Hopefully
add.
we'll have more like this is our lives now. So if you don't want to hear about the chaos of the Knicks, join us again after the postseason. But I mean that bar story, I really wish that I was there just to experience
I
that.
hope that my storytelling made you feel like you were there.
No, it did. That was hilarious,
Yeah.
honestly. Like it's like something
Also,
out of a show.
I started two chants. I was so happy. My life was made. You know that. Like I said at the beginning of the game, I was like, I want to start a chant. And then like at the end, when the ambulances were outside, like woo woo. Oh, because I didn't mention that. Like the last like 10 minutes of the game, obviously like things are really intense, right? And so Rob, the owner, starts to come over to our corner and like starts to turn our TV like this way. And we're like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? And he's like, I don't really like there's like a lot of people standing outside the bar, like not coming in. Like, I don't want them to like watch the TV. And I'm like, bruh, you're making how much goddamn money here right now? More than you have inventory wise, apparently. Like, but I did turn and I see his point a little bit. Like there was people standing on the other side of the windows using the table inside the
But
window.
that's yeah, no,
And
that's not
so
cool.
they literally had a champagne bottle and they were pouring each other glasses of champagne.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So like I see his point a little bit, but
But
then
also,
like
Rob, don't touch that TV because they're winning right now.
don't touch the TV because also like your patrons who are sitting on the window inside need to see that TV. So there's
Right.
nothing you can do about it. So like get over it. And he
Rob,
did.
get
He was
another
like,
drink, Rob, and you won't realize that they're in some
yeah.
fucking.
And because his bouncer is obviously not doing a good thing outside because he was supposed to be. He's too busy trying to steal Kate's
Your Kate's
phone
phone.
instead of telling the people not to be popping champagne bottles basically in the establishment. At one point towards the end of the game, there was a 5-year-old in the bar, like on his dad's shoulders. Like I don't know what was going on. Okay, there was clearly no front door security to this
What
bar.
happens when the Knicks are in the finals?
Right? Somebody came in with a dog.
No rules.
It was just wild. So anyway, like the last 5 minutes when obviously it was very close, it was back and forth. Brunson was doing Brunson, he was pulling all the shit. Like a couple of ambulances, because First Avenue is like all the hospitals are there, so like there's always a lot of ambulances that go back and forth. There was an EMT, like an FDNY ambulance that just pulled up to the bar, and you could see the two guys in the front of the ambulance just like watching the game. And I'm like, how are you going to deprive our first responders watching this game? Hopefully nobody calls them in the next 5 minutes.
Right.
Hopefully they don't like nobody should be dying in the next 5 minutes, New York. Let's take a reprieve here. But yeah, then the game ended. Everybody went wild. I started a Nixon 4 chant. I was so excited. And Jalen Brunson chant. I started both of those. And then and the ambulance put their sirens on. It was like so fun.
I love that.
Yeah, so that was the thing I had to add.
Listen, I do wish that I had the ability to go out and do these fun things sometimes.
Eh,
But then also, I'm like, oh, I was stressed enough on my couch. Like, I can't.
Well, the invitation is open for you Wednesday if you dare.
Also
But
saves a lot of money by sitting on my couch instead of going out.
well, luckily we found a place that doesn't. Oh, also the drunk bartender was also counting out cash on the bar rather than like in the till. I don't. Yeah, that was another weird thing. So end of the day, we ordered many rounds of shots and drinks, and we ended up only owing like $30 each to the whole tab. So like, they definitely did not charge us correctly either.
Sounds like a very great
So it didn't
establishment,
cost us that much money, all in all, I have
which
to
is
say.
great that it
Yeah.
worked out in your favor.
But any normal bar probably would have, but whatever. It's all sunk costs. It's
That's so
cheaper than going to
crazy.
the game.
Right.
I
Well,
tried to get in
let's
on the tickets on Ticketmaster this morning.
no.
There was like 600,000 people in the queue.
Yeah. Also, the cheapest ticket's like $6,000 on StubHub.
Yeah. No, the cheapest ticket even on Ticketmaster was like 3,000
Yeah, it's crazy.
at some point. Because demand. I don't know. I'll try to get in the queue timely enough for game 4 to see what like normal prices look like for them, but I'm sure it's still gonna be out of my price range.
Yeah,
So
but it's still gonna be like dynamic pricing.
yeah. Yeah. So
So it's gonna
it is
go
what
up.
it is. All right. I think we've ranted about the Knicks long enough.
We have.
Hopefully,
Anyway,
we have some more fun things to talk to you guys about later on after this month. But I think this is funny fun. I think I just told a good story. And that's all there is to it.
thanks for being our friend.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.